Hello guys, so here I got this Woolworth 12-inch oscillating fan. This is from June 1989. It was recently found inside a recycling bag alongside with another fan which I will show later. So this is a quite unique fan. I rarely see these around. I have seen these in other brands. I guess the manufacturer would be the same manufacturer that made the KMC and the Sunbeam fans back in the 80s. But it's decently made. The plastic is actually good. Very good condition in general. There's nothing deteriorating on this. Only thing is that it does have some a bit of cosmetic damage to it, but not really. It's almost flawless, and it really looks shiny. So let's take a closer look at it, if we could. So it has a dial switch right there, right in the middle, and right here, which is quite unusual. I have seen some of the fans from this era have a switch right there. There's the branding, Woolworth 12-inch oscillating fan. Here is the badge. Some of the chrome is fading away of this. Well, I think it did for the most part, but it's still there. I would guess this is reminiscent of those tatung badges. Blade is quite different design. Looks kind of similar to the Aaron's and the vintage Holmes fan I had a while back. The pitch of the blade is quite decent too, as you can see. Motor cover design. Another hint that this might be a different manufacturer, but I'm not sure exactly. The back of the motor cover design, the vents, I would guess this is based off a Panasonic design. Seems like it too. The handle. This thing got a cage clips on it. So let's take a look at the bottom. So it's electric desk fan 12-inch, model FWO-12 or HF30ND. It pulls 120 volts on AC current. It has 60 hertz, 60 watts, pulls 0.5 amps of current, and has a file number right there, which I don't know what that is for. And it's made in Taiwan. So you could pull off this base, which is quite unique. Whoops. I would guess this is made to save cost on given the plastic use. Because before this one, they had the switch at the bottom, kind of like this Essential Home right here. This one's from like 2 decades later. This is an example of what they produced back in the 80s. But anyways, it's time to put this back and let's see the performance. So let's start on low. Let me turn this up. It runs really fast now. I had to change the bearings because they were a bit long, and this thing was locked up when I first got it. It did work, but it was locked up. It barely even spun. And that was because of the bearings it had. Let me see if I could get an example of those two bearings. So here are the original bearings. As you can see, they are quite shaped differently. This is what I believe the fan should have, but it had these instead. They're much more longer in length, and it had two of these on each end. And what would happen is that when the fan gets stiff, it gets very stiff, and even if you put some oil in it, it's not going to help out because these are length, and even with deep cleaning these, this still will be stiff to turn. So I just replaced those bearings, and it was quite a pain to do. But this is low speed and it runs much faster. It used to be much slower, and on a cold start note, it would take forever to start up fully. Series medium. It's already a high speed. There's barely any difference now, and that is because of the type of motor they used. But even on high speed, it was not able to run this fast with those original bearings. Yeah, it's really decent airflow. This is, for its time, it's very decent. Even though this is a quite cheaper fan. So now go to full power. As you can hear, there was barely an increase in speed. It's not much, but it is certainly blowing a huge amount of air. So let me get a paper towel. Yeah, that's quite decent. Alright. It's blowing the air like crazy. Yeah, that's very decent performance right there. Oscillation is fine. It doesn't seem to have any issues. This is a very clean desk fan. It was very dusty and dirty when I found it, but I didn't expect to see how new looking this thing it still is. Usually when I find fans like this, they're experiencing heavy deterioration, especially on the motor cover and the base. That's quite crazy. It was actually worth changing those bearings. At least it would not have issues starting up, because these were rough. Still in good condition, but I really don't like these bearings because of the shape and how stiff they feel to turn. I might sell this afterwards. I'm not sure yet, but it's gonna be around for a while. It's quite a unique fan. I'm not gonna lie, but it's something that I don't see often like that. Okay, let's turn it off now. Has a clicking sound to it. I don't know why, but it's there. Very good spin down. This thing does have a startup sound, so let's see if we could be able to capture it. So here is speed 1. Okay. Now here is medium. And now high. So there we have it. So as you can see, good spin down timing. So that will be it for the video. So that's the Woolworth 12-inch oscillating fan. And if you like the video, please like and share. And please tune in for more videos. And thanks for watching.